We got two teams at 5-2. Titans at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are nevertheless favored by 12.5 points in a battle of a pair of 5-2 teams. The Titans, I don't know what it is about the Titans that that they just forget, like they're not even there, Peter. I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't either, but I think in this game, I mean, you know, sometimes lines are ridiculous. This line's ridiculous. It's just, again, look, I never in my life, I would never gamble on this sport. I would never go in every week and say, oh boy, who do I like this week? Oh, let's put $100 down on this game. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. But Mike, I as best you know, and I'll ask you to educate me, why do you think this line is what it is?
Well, I think it's a combination of the Ryan Tannehill injury. I assume that the folks in Vegas know that Tannehill's probably not going to play, but we'll see. And the Chiefs at home with a week off, and we know how Andy Reid is coming off of a bye. 20-3 is his record. More time to prepare, more time to strategize. And you could say the Chiefs are better than 5-2, the Titans are worse than 5-2. And also there's an element of they want the betting line to approximate. This isn't always the case, but more often than not, the idea is we want half the action on one team, half the action on the other. So we set a line that we think is going to cause that. It's perception of the fans, perception of the bettors that cause the line to be where it is, because anything lower than that and all the money's going to be on the Chiefs.
You know, I guess I would look at that and say that, you know, any team that has Derrick Henry coming off one of his golden games, so that you understand, look, did everybody in the world know that with Malik Willis playing, that Derrick Henry was going to be the man in this game? Everybody knew. Everybody knew. And they couldn't stop him. And I'm not saying that Kansas City will or won't stop him, but we know what kind of game this is going to be for the Tennessee Titans. They are going to put the ball in the hands of Derrick Henry and say, help us survive, you know, with a quarterback who's not quite ready for prime time yet. So I don't think this is going to be an out-of-control game. And look, I thought what you were going to say, I really thought what you were going to say is that, you know, when you look at it, the Tennessee Titans have played one premier team this year. They played the Buffalo Bills, and they lost by 34 points.
Good point.
You know, so it's easy to say, well, why would you think that it wouldn't be a double-digit game? Why would you think that? But I just think the way Derrick Henry is playing and the way that line is blocking right now, I just find that line to be really heavy, really heavy.
It's one of the simplest formulas in football. You've got a great running back. The other team has an unstoppable offense. So you just run the ball, take the full 40 seconds, run the ball, take the full 40 seconds, have long drives, keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. So then when he is on the field, he's maybe pressing a little bit more, maybe taking some chances, frustrated because he isn't getting to play. That's your chance of keeping it within 12.5 and also possibly beating the Chiefs. Every time I see this, I feel like it's wrong. Since Andy Reid became the Chiefs head coach in 2013, the Chiefs are 2-5 against the Titans, both regular season and postseason combined. 2-5 against the Titans. So I don't know. There's somebody out there that must know something about this one that the rest of us don't, to think the Chiefs are 12.5 points better. And we'll see. We'll see. It really makes a very good matchup even spicier, but for the fact that nobody seems to care about the Tennessee Titans. I don't know if it's the uniform. I don't know if it's the name of the team. I don't know what it is. They've been this way for a long time. And they were the 1 seed for crying out loud last year. But there's just been this malaise around the Titans. Nationally, I'm sure locally, we've seen how Nashville fans support the Predators when they're good, and they fill out that stadium. They're getting a brand new swanky stadium down there. Locally, they're beloved, but nationally, Peter, especially if we take good teams, bad teams, the least exciting or interesting of the good teams is going to be the Tennessee Titans. And for a while, they were the least interesting of the bad teams.
Well, I think what people look at when they look at the Titans, and why a lot of people have sort of fallen out of love with the Tennessee Titans, look at their last 3 playoff games. They fight hard in Kansas City in the championship game a couple of years ago, or 3 years ago, and they lose that game. Then the next year in the 2020 playoffs, they have Baltimore at home, okay? And they lose to Baltimore at home. And then last year, Tannehill throws 3 interceptions, the final one in the final minute, and Evan McPherson is, like kicking a helium ball. And so the Bengals beat him. But particularly their last 2 playoff games at home, not against teams that they were both favored to beat, and I think they were favored to beat the Bengals handily. It's, you look at the recent history, and I kind of understand why people have fallen out of love with Tennessee, but they've been a fantastic regular season team, obviously.
In 2019, they had that stunning takedown of the top-seeded Ravens in the Lamar Jackson MVP season on a Saturday night in January, and that's just kind of been forgotten. It's like whatever, and we forget about Derrick Henry. Like, Derrick Henry is great. He's still great, and it's just, I don't know what it is. But on Sunday night, you will not be able to ignore the Tennessee Titans. They get a chance to prove to everyone that they belong in the conversation in the AFC if they could take out the Chiefs or at least cover the spread. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.